Hey there guys, Elton here, aka Retro Old School, aka, unless you're very young and don't know, means also known as, yeah, did you see that Porsche? Woo-ah! Living a high life right here on the corner of Boulevard Atwater and Saint Jacques, which we're going to take a virtual walk on right now among all these fucking colorless cars. Jesus Christ almighty, look at this, one after the other. Jesus Christ almighty. Anyway, before we start walking, just wanted to show you this unstable sky here. Lots of nice looking dark clouds. I don't have a problem with that because of the fact that it's sunny for like forever this month. It's really been the warmest and sunniest July I have ever seen. And it is, by the way, a rush hour evening here in the city. And in case you're interested, here's the price of gas right there, and that's in liters. And this is not a place you want to go for cheap gas. By the way, this street is so old that it used to be known as St. James Street. And if you look carefully at the center lane here specifically, you can actually make out the indentations of where the streetcar tracks are still underneath the pavement. I did a video on that once, so you can see one part of it there, or two parts of it. You guys see them here and there. Used to be known as the Grand Trunk Railroad. So I don't think they were necessarily just streetcar tracks, maybe up until '59, until there was no more streetcars, but that was the Grand Trunk Railroad. Hence our forefathers that founded the whole fucking country through railroads. I love the look of these clouds. Now, mind you, today is Wednesday, and it's the classic car show at the Orange Julep, so I'm gonna meander my way slowly over there. Hey, an old MPV, look at that! Early 90s, early mid 90s. My parents almost bought one of those. It was the one they liked the most out of the three minivans they tested. This was in 1990, so we went to see the, you know, the Dodge Caravan, a full load with all the, you know, bells and whistles and the fake wood and all that. Took it for a test drive along with a Toyota Previa. And the Previa was an impressive looking vehicle, but unfortunately, for a four-cylinder, it's just too small of an engine and therefore underpowered for that kind of a rig, you know. Anyway, yeah, so I've filmed a walk on this street before a couple of times, but never on this area, as far as I know, anyway. So I figure why not put the hammer down and, so to speak, and see what we can see. Not that I expect to see anything amazing, since it's just, I think, really mostly apartment buildings around here, but hey, it's rush hour. I might get something responding, very possible. Fire station 23 is down there. And I forgot to mention, by the way, on Atwater Boulevard there where I started there, on the other side there is Lionel Groux Metro Station, and on the other side there where the gas station is as well is also the Saint Henri sector of Montreal. And on this side, on the other hand, is the Griffintown sector, which was really mostly always working class, you know. So, yeah, how many times I look at a bunch of old garages, wonder what could be in there, what kind of cars lie within, sleep. A lot of nice trees around here, though. Man, more trees than my street, I think. Of course, like a lot of areas, unfortunately, my street got the friggin' tree disease there. Look at the color on that Subaru, I like that. Fits in with this urban motif, doesn't it? All-wheel drive, big wheels. Even dare to say a bigger than normal size of car today. So I figured I would just make this sort of a kind of a short walk, not really long, and just film it until, because then I'll go to the next station, which is called Georges Vanier, and then I'm going to take the metro to the Orange Julep on Descaries to Namur station. So, you know, that's what this area mostly is, actually. It's mostly comprised of apartment buildings, you know. Some townhouses here and there that are good looking out back. But really, it's a lot of apartment buildings, as you can see. So you can see why I was never really keen on wanting to do a walking video, but I do enough of these walks on certain streets repeatedly anyway. So some of you guys, maybe you lived here, you grew up here, you know, this is like a rerun, eh? And you know what I mean? Like, you know, like seeing this. I like to see how it looks in 2019. On what are we today? The last day of July 2019. Though this is much older though. Yeah, this is much older. I should say that we are almost south of downtown, pretty much south of downtown. So you'll still see some of these old buildings, antiquated buildings from, oh man, almost 100 years ago. Actually, yeah, these are over 100 years old for sure. Yeah, it looked like they could use a little paint and spackle, eh? Know what I mean? Yeah. I was hoping to see a thunderstorm today, but weather office called for only 40% chance, which is not much. So I think what will happen, we'll see a bit of rain. There's the scrap! Well, we're not going to see much more than that. Maybe they'll clap a thunder. I think there's a nice church here. Oh yeah, look at this beautiful church. Oh, I'm going to have to cross the street to get a load of that for y'all. You know what I mean? Look at that nice fountain here. Let's get a look at that really. There's a plaque there, so you know it's important, eh? Can I even read that? Why do I have to walk over there for? I can just zoom in. Yeah, let's see what it says here. It says what? Ali Chevalier Pierre Lemoine d'Iberville, né à Montréal le 20 juillet. I think there's a 1 missing there. It's supposed to be 1661. Well, that's a pretty old monument when the letters are really pretty wiped off there, a lot of them. Look at that, Jesus, you know, I never even noticed this church before. Isn't that astounding? Man, that is ancient. Absolutely ancient. See? There you go. There's a good reason why I'm glad I decided to walk down here. Look at this, even connected to here is this amazing ornate details on these types of buildings. You know, they're like probably hundreds of years old. Looks like it could be 200-300 years old easily. It's fun to play a tourist in your own town, you know. Yeah. Oh, Rue Notre-Dame-Est, Notre Dame Street East, is down that way. But what street am I at now? So I'm trying to think of, where's the damn street sign? Oh, there it is. Let's just have a look over here. Saint Jacques and Vinet Street. Well, all right. Can you dig it? Take a look down Vinet here. Nothing amazing. I think there's another church down there actually. This right here, this is a huge air vent for the Montreal Metro because it gets so fucking hot down there. They have to have air vents everywhere. And that's the sound of a fan, the motor turning the fan so it works. There you go. There's a nice shot of a non-scrap. There you go. And we continue here. It's okay, man. I see you. Don't mind me. I'm just filming. Just look at this place. The secret spa. It's a secret spa. How the hell can it be a secret if I see it on the window? And it's right there on the corner of Saint Jacques and Vinet. It's not a secret. What do you mean it's a secret? Secret, secret. I got a secret. Da-na-na-na-na-na. That's a great song. Come on, Mr. Roboto, come on. I don't think we're going to see any oldies around here, frankly. But it's not impossible. It's just when you're close to downtown, you just don't see them like you used to, you know? Listen to this fucking scrap piece of junk. Junk. Just because it's a Mercedes doesn't mean it's amazing, okay? Don't be fooled by names. You know? Cadillac used to make a shitload of great cars, but hey, they made a lot of great cars, fantastic cars, but they made a lot of really shitty cars too. You know what I mean? Speaking of shitty, it's amazing. There's so many trees. It's actually not even easy to see the buildings across the way here. Oh, I'm not complaining, whatever. There's the most common car left over from the 90s. Because you can't kill those cars. Like the Toyota Tercel, same thing, can't kill them. One of the things I like about this part of Griffintown though is right here. Yeah, I like how they have these alleyways that connect like different streets. I've never seen that in many towns, you know. Seriously. I don't think this is the only one too, because I've actually walked from Georges Vanier metro station down a path. Yeah, you see there you go, it continues down a path that goes like just goes all the way to Notre Dame, I think. I think there's more than two like that. I think it's very unique. I like that, especially for an area that's like I mentioned. Look at that Dominion. Wait a minute, it's an alleyway with a name? No, wait a minute. Don't tell me they call that a street. What the fuck? That's ridiculous. It's not even a street. They call it Rue Dominion. Rue is street. That's ridiculous. It's not a street, for Christ's sake. It's hardly an alleyway. Oh, there's that Mercedes I love. Oh my God. What an amazing design. Amazing. What's it called? CLK something? Fucking amazing design. There's nothing else. That's the most aerodynamic sedan I think I've ever seen. Really astounding. I think the next street coming up at the light there is Georges Vanier, which is fine because I'm getting hot anyway, and oof, and it's like what, 29, 30 degrees Celsius before the Humidex. Yeah. I'll take a smooth Azure ride, even though it's not going to be. Look at that, eh? Flat screen. Secret, secret, I got a secret. Well, I'd like to end off with a bang here, obviously vehicle-wise, but not really sure that's going to happen around here. It's kind of a dull area, you know. It's not, I think, nothing fantastic. Not that I regret it, but I think the high point here of this walk was definitely that church of the name I do not know. I could look it up though. Man, look at that. The camera's already getting hot, for Christ's sake. There, that's one of the nicest buildings on this street, eh? Again, with a certain amount of age. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Well, of course you can, because if you didn't, you wouldn't be watching this. Okay, that reminds me. Those of you guys who are loyal and you've watched several of my videos now. Oh, what's that? Oh, yeah, man, look at that Nova. Woo, baby, now we're talking. Oh, right on. Like I was saying, those of you who are, you know, loyal to my channel and you've watched several of my videos, if you feel inclined to send me a donation, I really appreciate it, since lately, just got paid for the month of May revenue, which was, what was it, $461. Didn't even cover my bloody rent, the cost of rent, so I'm doing this full time. I do sell some vintage ads and things on Kijiji, but it's not enough. It's not a lot. I'm always working hard at what I do. I love what I do, but what can I tell you? Life's expensive today, specifically living in Montreal and Quebec. So those are the fucking breaks, man. But again, I would appreciate anything you can send, even if it's 10 bucks, 20 bucks. Some people, as I mentioned before, they got more money than they know what to do with it. You know what I mean? Look at this. There's actually 2 streets on the corner here. Isn't that kind of weird? I never understood why they do stuff like that. Shouldn't it be like that maybe on every street? There it is, Georges Vanier. Just kidding, Georges Vanier. Je n'ai pas oublié mes auditeurs français. Il y aura une autre vidéo en français bientôt. Anyway, like I was trying to finish up saying, since I fucking babble and ramble on about everything, that's when you know you're in downtown, when you see, look at that, not 1 but 2 BMWs, at least 3 probably, that are in the lineup here. Yeah. Anyway, if you want to send me something, you can send me a little donation through PayPal or an Interac e-transfer if you're in Canada. My email is eltonmcfall, Elton like Elton John, McFall, M-C-F-A-L-L, eltonmcfall@hotmail.com. Thanks a lot, guys, for watching. I really appreciate it. I always appreciate your encouraging comments, and or also comments that give me any you know, information about things that I do not know about. I know there's some of you guys are like that. So there you go. That's it. That's all. We're going to end off on a high note. Well, I think we did with that Chevy Nova circa whatever, 78, 79. So there you go, boys and girls. Take it easy. Adios.